Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. This is High Tea Day, and one of the celebrations for today is Twins Day. So if you're a twin, or if in this case we're going to talk about, so we celebrate twins, those people who are twins, but the other thing is I want to see if you have a quilt that you have made more than once. It has a twin. I mean, I'm talking about the same identical thing. Like, I have done it once. Which I needed to send a quilt to be on a TV show and a quilt to be at a quilt shop, the same quilt, so I made the same quilt twice, same fabrics and everything, but that's pretty rare. I mean, who wants to do that? But sometimes you do. Sometimes you might be making quilts for the beds in like children's bedrooms, so you want them to be identical, or you might have loved the design so much, maybe you gave one away and you made one for yourself or somebody else. So if you've made a quilt that's identical, you can just show one of the pictures if you want. Twins Day. So we're going to talk about high tea. We are going to talk about the Duchess, and the elves have been very busy. And so we're going to see what the elves did. Okay, first high tea. We are on like week 4, I think. So basically you should be sewing your blocks together. And like I showed you, I'm going to be doing several. I have to do like 5 more blocks or 4 more blocks, whatever it is, and I think it's 4 more, so I need to do like 3 of these and 1 of the star. But what I do is I'm going to take and just leave this here, the chain block for high tea, because I am going to sew a little bit on the Duchess. But what I really want to do is talk to you about the feeling and the sort of excitement and different things I've noticed about switching over and sewing on a little baby toy machine. I know it's not a toy, but when you are sewing on a big girl machine like the Baby Lux Solaris there, and that has, you know, a TV camera in it and a scanner, and you know, it's computerized, needle up, needle down, everything you can think of. It should make my coffee, all the things that it does. Going to something that is entirely manual and simplified is fun, but it takes a little getting used to. So I thought I would just, I didn't want to sew on it too much and sort of forget that excitement, and I want to share that with you. But before I share that, I just want to throw a caveat out there, or a tip, or whatever you want to call it, is that if you have an old machine and you have not sewn on it for a long time, get it checked. Get it serviced, because there are wires in there, and you're sewing on a all metal. If you're on an all metal machine, those wires, if they're frayed a little bit, the machine's moving, they could touch the metal and you could get shocked from by the machine. And Jen said mine were frayed, and so it was very good I wasn't sewing on it. So even when when I came back, Greg was really excited to see how she, did the wiring. So we popped it open to take a look at it, because Greg is an electrical engineer, and so he wanted to just see, he really admired her work. So that's just something you want to be sure that you do. Now, there's a couple fun things. One is I'm lucky enough that this machine came with a case with a lot of stuff in it. I have the original book. That came with this machine. This machine is 77 years old, and if you missed, I had her refurbished and repainted, painted red. Okay, those clips like bang up there. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of things in here. I'm not going through all of that, but what I want to, first of all, it's musty. I got this stuff from the Featherweight shop that I need to try. This stuff for the case. Oh, I have to keep it closed because it stinks. It's too musty. But one of the things that delighted me to no end is the metal bobbins. I got to close it while we're talking, really seriously. Oh, okay. It's musty. Yeah, so metal bobbins. Hold on. Whew, got to get comfy. Had to put that on the floor, out of the way. Had to put it out of the way. That's okay. So what I found, as soon as I pulled out the metal bobbin, I was like, takes me back to when I learned to sew. I mean, pretty much everything was metal, and that was just that nostalgic feeling was like, oh, so nice. And there's other things, machine is not going to thread the needle for me. I had to figure out the needle goes in differently in the Featherweight. You're threading it sideways rather than front to back. So I had to go figure that out. I watched a bunch of videos because they were faster than going through the book. So I watched the videos. Winding the bobbin, such memories. You put the bobbin on this knob here. You end up unlocking the flywheel like this, so that you can run the machine, and it'll, you know, press on here and wind the bobbin. But locking the flywheel is just such a nostalgic feeling, because, you know, of course I used to do that all the time, but have not done to do that in many years. I rarely even touch the flywheel on my computerized machines. There's no need to do it. I have every control that I could ever need in order to manipulate things without touching the flywheel, and it confuses the computer sometimes if you do it at the wrong time. So I don't do that. Let me just get the other camera 1 second. I bought a 1/4 inch sewing foot from the Featherweight shop. I mean, now I have to manually lift the presser foot. You know, I do not have to do that over here on the Solaris. No. Everything's automated. The beauty, loving the scroll work. You know, I had to roll the flywheel sometimes for the needle position. And down here, the bobbin case. Oh my goodness, such great memories of the bobbin case unlocking out and popping back in. I mean, my bobbin right now is a front loader, and I've had a lot of front loading machines, so it just drops in right here and I can see it. These are totally hidden. I won't know if the bobbin's running low without looking. You know, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, she said. It'll be fun. I had to play around a little bit to try to get a good 1/4 inch seam, because, you know, this is not something that was happening right away for me. So I had to mess around a little bit to try to make that happen. But I thought, okay, you know, just trying to find the stitch length. Jen had set it at 3 for tension, but then also learning, like, this is a tension, whoops, up here, this is a tension area too that you might have to mess with on a machine if you haven't done that. She's set mine up, so I'm not touching it. Yeah. Threading it, I was pretty good. I did watch a video, but I pretty much tried it first. I'm like, I think this is right, and it was. Because a lot of machines thread in a similar manner, even though you don't see this mechanics on some of the, you know, the big girl machines now. Okay, let's turn her on here. And she has a brand new light in there, so I have a more modern day light, so that it's not gonna like burn down the house with the old light. Look how pretty she is. Look at the Duchess. She's got her pretty little decal, which is painted. It's not on the top surface. It is underneath the glaze, the top coat, the clear top coat. So it's protected. These were some spool doilies that you friends sent me. So they're up there, ready to go. And I am just going to get a couple pieces of fabric and let's sew. I have to leave the light on because I don't know how to get that unplugged to do filming. So you just have to deal with that. And you can see down in here, see the hole, it's a single hole plate for this machine. And I have got the fabric there. Now, hold on, I have to find the foot pedal with my foot. Okay. All right, it wasn't totally set up. Okay, so here we go. Jen always recommends that you start slow. So, doesn't she sound pretty? My spool's clicking. All right, you know what? That spool is like rocking back and forth. There, it's not doing it now. It was rocking back and forth, which, hey, you know, everything's going to be an adventure. It is going to be an adventure. Okay, let's do another set of squares. So I am not sewing very fast at all because I am one-handed and I'm hoping that I'm making a 1/4 inch seam. There we go. How pretty is that? Doesn't she sound beautiful? Ah, okay, so now you know you have to lift the presser foot. Let me just show you the stitches. Let's see. There we can see them on this side. So pretty, right? Yeah, see, I slipped here. Do you see this? I slipped my square. That's okay. I'll just take it out and do it again. But I wanted to see the stitches. You can see them? Ah, so nice. So, so nice. So stitching one-handed on the little featherweight is not easy, but I wanted to let you hear the sound of her sewing and watch it on the close-up camera. So yeah, so I am actually going to sew this block. I'm going to go ahead and sew one of these blocks for the high T on the Duchess. Just go through the whole process, because I may do all of them, because that'll just let me get really bonded to this machine, doing like 4 or 5 blocks, whatever it is, and get used to it. What I'm finding, I may want to put a smaller spool on here. It's rocking, which is just the issue of that spool, you know, the tall spool. So I might get a short spool and see if it rocks as much, or maybe take off the doilies. I don't know. It may be rocking more because it's sitting on 2 doilies, so I will experiment with that. It's got a beautiful felt, a nice thick felt piece under there, so I might see how that works, and I'll probably try just the small spool on there too, and then see how that one goes, see if it rocks less. Yeah, so those are kind of things I'm figuring out. Okay, my friend, let's see what the elves have been doing. They have been so busy, so very busy. So let's take a look at what the elves have been doing. So this is from Georgia in South Dakota. Love, love, love the snowman. Love him with the little cardinal on his head. So sweet. Darlene in Nebraska. So she sent me this beautiful cardinal card and some note paper. Look, with the same sort of cardinals in the corner. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to definitely leave the note paper out on the side so I don't lose it. Yes. This is from Linda in Delaware, sent me a letter and just a really sweet note. Thank you so much, Linda. I really appreciate that. Really love the notes. All of you write such beautiful personal things in your cards and your letters. They're just awesome. I just feel very humbled, very, very humbled. Mwah. This is from Karen in Minnesota. Yeah, MI. What's MI? Michigan. Okay, my states. Michigan. And I know Karen. Karen, that's, look at that. A darling, darling snowman. Love those skinny ones. Those skinny snowman, and a cardinal is just perfect, right? Snowmen and cardinals, they just go hand in hand. They do. Oh, what do we have? We have Santa on this from Roxanne in Wisconsin, and that's kind of a 3D guy with some glitter on it. Looks a little bit vintagey, doesn't it? And she found me some Gumi rainforest frogs. So you can see them in there. There, look at them. And they smell really, really yummy. So good, so good. Let's see, what have I got? This is from Amber in Oregon. And yes, Amber, I love this card. Love it. You're the bomb. Chapstick. Chapstick is my friend. So cute, so stinking cute. And and she found me mushroom fabric. Look how sweet this is. Look at this. Oh, it's from Dear Stella. It's from Ray Ritchie from Dear Stella. So those of you who need to have mushrooms, because don't we all? I think we all do. Kathy in South Carolina sent me, look at the card. Look at that. Doesn't that just look delightful? Don't you want to just call your friend up and say, let's come have hot chocolate with whipped cream and sprinkles on it? Oh my goodness. Now she's made me something. She did tell me about it in the letter, because this is something that she saw somebody in an office. She was sitting in an office. Okay, I've got to cut the cute snowman ribbon. Look at the ribbon. It's got little snowmen on it. And there's gnomes on the bag. But she was sitting in an office and somebody was making these, and she, admired them and chatted with the person. And then she was given one. So after that, she decided she'd learn how to make them herself, and she said she's been making them ever since. She does have a warning. She says if you start making them, they are addictive. She wanted to know if I have room on my tree, if I still have room on my tree for some ornaments. Look at these. These are the coolest stars. I am sure at some point I made one of these somewhere along the way, but I love them. And yes, I do have room on my tree. I have a big tree, and so there is room, very much room. Thank you so, so much. And I love that the story of meeting somebody, that's the way we are, right? We're makers. And when we're out and about, if we see somebody making something, don't you just need to talk to them? There's like this inner thing of us, those of us who make stuff. If we see somebody else making things, sitting and knitting or crocheting or embroidering or making stars, you just have to stop and admire their work and talk to them about it. I've done it. I've done it. I've been there. I've done it. Bonnie in Colorado, and I have met Bonnie. Bonnie has been a friend in our community for many, many years. She's a good friend of my other friends, Cindy and Dennis. You all know I love snowmen, right? I love them. Oh, so awesome. And she sent me a Starbucks card. Well, it's in here. I won't open it, but it's a Starbucks card. And I am enjoying one right now while we are seeing what the elves brought, because, you know, this is just the way. This is the life. This is the life. But Bonnie also sent me something else. Okay, so here it is. Let me just see what goodie is in here. I can't remember. I taught out by you, Bonnie. And I think when I taught out there, maybe you came to class, or I wasn't sure if I was teaching at that time or if I was at a quilt shop and I was doing some meet and greet things and demos for this quilt shop. You may have stopped by then, whatever it was. We did get to meet in person. Oh, so yummy. Oh, milk chocolate pecan bears. Oh, those look really good. Those look really, really good. So are they like from Rocky Mountain Chocolates? Okay, love that. So yummy. So yeah, they just look amazing. Okay, what do I have? I have a few others here. The elves have been extraordinarily busy. Busy elves. This is from Jerry in Kansas. No, Missouri. Jerry in Missouri, right? Jerry, you're in Missouri? Yeah, you're in Missouri. And she sent me 2 cards. Look how sweet that one is. And Jerry has been in our group a long time and is very active. Look, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Greg loves the trains. He just loves the train cards. And I put this in a basket so I wouldn't lose track of it. This has got some pretty fall fabric it's wrapped in. You know, we quilters, presents wrapped in fabric, it's like 2 presents, right? Cute acorns on there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this mug. Look at that. Look how sweet that is with the owl. Love it. Like our owl quilt we're going to do. And then there's some cute socks in there. Is that a mushroom? That is a mushroom on those socks. Oh my goodness. Is it? Yes. It's across the top of the sock. There you can see it. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Oh my. I just am like so excited. It's like, couldn't be better. Let's see. This one is from Marcia in North Carolina. North Carolina. Look at that snow guy with his topper hat. Love that. And I did peek in here, so there is a bunch of fluff to keep it well protected because it's delicate. But look, look at the mushroom ornament. I'm just overwhelmed with the mushroom ornaments. They're just so amazing and so gorgeous. I may have to get some sort of smallish tree and keep the mushrooms up in, like forever. What color tree do I need mushrooms on? Tell me in the comments. Do I need a green tree, a white tree, a pink tree? I can't be too big because I don't have a lot of space. But it's just beautiful. So beautiful. I have 2 more. I'm going to do the one that has a lot of goodies in it. These are just a lot of goodies that are just, This one's from Lori in California. Ah, how many ways can we do snowmen? We can do them thousands, and they're all stinking cute. And I love every single one of them. Ah, I love snowmen. Okay, so she has sent me a goodie basket of things to eat. And okay, true confessions. This bag, when I opened this one, I immediately opened this bag and ate cookies. These cookies are just like ones that we got in Germany. See there? I don't know what that figure is, but some of them are, let me just get one that looks like something. There's a tree, but they're soft. They're like a soft gingerbread with this glazed icing. And this type of glazed icing is, for me, it's just kind of done in Europe. I don't know that anybody's doing that here the same way, but I've eaten quite a few. So she sent me some other goodies. These are all from country. So these are like, this gummy bears are in German. So excited, so excited. And this is Turkey Hill maple syrup shortbread. Maple syrup shortbread. Now I love shortbread, and this is from Canada. This is from Canada. I love shortbread. I have not had maple syrup shortbread, so that is really cool. I'm excited about that. These beautiful ginger snaps. I can smell them a little bit through the bag. Oh, I love ginger snaps. And mushroom cookies. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. So stinking cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it, love it. And thank you for such great memories of all the things that are, from Europe in there and Canada. I just love it. Great memories. Okay, one more here. And this is from Gina in Wisconsin. She found, look at the beautiful card. Oh, that's the back. The back's as beautiful as the front. There's the front. Here's the back. Look at that. Two-sided. So nice. Okay, so she has sent me a plethora of amazing ornaments, because look, they're mushrooms. Oh my gosh, they're felt mushrooms. Look at these. Look. Okay, so this is like on a garland, you can see, with the snowflakes. And here's one that's a hot pad. Oh my goodness. It is like red and white, not mushrooms, but it's red and white felt hot pad. Look how cool that is. That is so neat. I love that. And then in here, I peeked, are a bunch of little tiny mushrooms. Several little tiny. Well, I'm trying to get them out. Okay, there's 3 of this size. Look at them. I definitely have to have some sort of way to keep displaying the mushrooms, because they're not just seasonal, are they? No, they're an everyday thing. All right, you elves, you have overdone yourselves. You have been so incredible. And so the video is going to go a little long today. All right. So let's go and wrap it up. Thank you again for all of the work from the elves out there. Mwah. Plus, this was on the envelope from Amber. I knew it was there, but I forgot to show you this teeny weeniest little mushroom. It's so sweet. Okay, my friend, you're going to do your high tea blocks. And if you have a Featherweight or another vintage machine and you haven't gotten it out for a while, get it out this week and play around with it a little bit. Show us pictures on my group, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan. We'd all love to see it. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.